Imagine a moonless night, the air thick with dread. You're alone in a small town, and something watches from the shadows. A whisper calls your name, but when you turn, nothing's there. Yet the chill down your spine says you're not alone. This is Hollow Creek, where the night hides terrors that no one dares face. Are you ready to step into the darkness? Hey, spooky friends, how's everyone doing out there? Hope you're ready for a terrifying tale. We're diving into the chilling world of Hollow Creek, a small town in rural Ohio, where the past refuses to stay buried. Huge thanks for watching our videos and leaving those bone-chilling comments. You're the heartbeat of our haunted community. To keep these creepy stories coming, we need your support. Smash that like button. It's like a ghost's whisper to our channel. If you faced a terrifying experience like this, email us at sharethehorrorstory@gmail.com. If it's gripping, we'll turn it into a video within 5 days. Now, let's step into the horror of 1975 in Hollow Creek, Ohio. In the remote town of Hollow Creek, Ohio, in 1975, fear gripped the hearts of its residents. The name Hollow Creek sent shivers down the spines of nearby townsfolk. Why? Because when night fell, malevolent forces roamed the streets. Only 200 families lived in this isolated place, working from dawn till dusk, but as soon as the sun set, they locked themselves in their homes, too terrified to step outside. At night, the town belonged to spirits, demons, and unspeakable entities. Old Man Thomas, age 70, was born and raised in Hollow Creek. He knew its dark history better than anyone. He'd tell a tale from his grandfather's time. A sorcerer named Elias Blackwood arrived in the town. A master of dark arts, Elias used his powers to terrorize the townsfolk, extorting money and property. If anyone resisted, they'd vanish without a trace. One night, the townspeople had enough. They dragged Elias to the woods outside town, beat him, and left him for dead. But as he drew his last breath, he cursed Hollow Creek. "This town will know no peace. My spirits will haunt you every night." Since that day, the curse held strong. After 10 p.m., strange noises echoed through the town footsteps, rattling chains, women's cries, children's screams, and unearthly howls. No one dared look out their windows, for those who did never returned. John Harper, a middle-aged man with 2 young children, lived in Hollow Creek. A devout man, he prayed daily, but even his home wasn't safe. His wife, Mary, trembled at the nightly sounds. Shadows moved on their walls, shapes that weren't human. "How long can we live like this?" she'd ask. "Our kids are growing up in fear." John would reply, "This is our home, Mary. God will protect us." One midnight, a new terror struck. Every door in town was pounded on, but no one dared open them. John's house, the knocking grew louder, then stopped, only to be replaced by stones hitting the window. John crept to the window, heart pounding, and pulled back the curtain. Dude, a beautiful woman, her eyes glowing red, smiling a sinister grin beyond her. Shadowy figures circled the house, clawing at the walls but unable to enter, repelled by John's prayers. He woke Mary, and they chanted the Lord's Prayer all night, sleepless as the entities howled outside. The next morning, John found claw marks on his walls and massive footprints around his home prints no human could make. It was a new moon night, amplifying the curse's power. The Harpers doubled their prayers, clinging to faith. But not everyone believed. Michael Reed, a bold skeptic, scoffed at the tales. Superstition, he called it. One night, over drinks with friends, he boasted, "I'll walk the streets tonight and prove there's nothing out there." Old Thomas warned him, "Don't tempt the darkness, Michael." But Michael laughed and stepped out at 11 p.m. The town was silent, but a foul, rotting smell filled the air. Michael heard his name whispered. Turning, he saw a stunning woman in a flowing dress, her eyes hypnotic. "I'm new here," she said sweetly. "I'm scared to walk home alone. Will you help me?" Michael, charmed, agreed to escort her to the edge of town, near the woods. But as they walked, her form changed. Her eyes burned red, her feet hovered above the ground, her fingers grew claw-like. "You're not human," Michael gasped. She laughed, a bone-chilling sound. "I'm the spirit of Elias Blackwood's curse. You doubted me, and now you'll pay." Michael tried to run, but his legs wouldn't move. An entity circled him, showing him visions of his family dying in agony. As she grabbed his throat, dogs barked wildly, and she vanished, laughing. "I'll return tomorrow to finish this." Michael collapsed, waking hours later in the woods, far from town. he stumbled home, trembling, and told his wife everything. She urged him to seek Thomas's help. Thomas sighed. "You've angered it. Tonight, hide in the church by the Lord's statue. Pray and don't sleep." That night, Michael took refuge in the church, praying fervently. The spirits tormented the town, banging on doors, but couldn't touch Michael. Meanwhile, another man, William Carter, wasn't so lucky. William, a volatile man, often fought with his wife Sarah, and that night, drunk, he argued loudly. The negative energy drew a spirit to their home. A woman appeared at their window, asking to come in. William, intoxicated, opened the door. The entity revealed its true form, claws, burning eyes, and attacked. Sarah woke to William's screams, chanting prayers. The spirit fled, vowing to return. The next night, another tragedy struck. James Keller, a loner, ignored the warnings. At 10:30 a.m., 3 women knocked, asking for water. Mesmerized, James let them in. Their feet didn't touch the ground. Realizing they were spirits, he tried to flee, but they surrounded him, taunting, "You didn't believe in us!" His screams echoed, but no one heard. By morning, James was found dead, his body twisted in terror. The town was in chaos. Thomas declared, "These spirits are hunting now. No one must be alone at night." Desperate, Thomas rallied the townsfolk. "We need help beyond ourselves," he said. 40 miles away lived a holy man, Father Samuel, known for battling dark forces. The townsfolk traveled to him, pleading for aid. Father Samuel listened and agreed. "I'll come, but this fight may cost my life." He arrived with sacred texts and relics, sensing the evil as he entered Hollow Creek. At the town's church, he performed rituals, praying for strength. That night, Father Samuel stood in the town square, lighting a fire for a holy ritual. At 11 p.m., the spirits attacked. The lead entity screamed, "This town is ours!" Father Samuel chanted, his voice unwavering. A divine light erupted, binding the spirits. From the north, Elias Blackwood's spirit emerged, towering and monstrous. The townsfolk, praying in their homes, fueled a holy energy that joined Father Samuel's ritual. The light struck Elias' spirit, forcing it into the tree where he died. The tree burst into flames, and with a final scream, the curse was broken. By morning, Father Samuel lay lifeless by the fire, having sacrificed himself. The townsfolk found the cursed tree reduced to ash. Hollow Creek was free. The people honored Father Samuel with a solemn burial, forever grateful. Today, Hollow Creek thrives, its terror a distant memory. What did you think of this chilling tale, spooky friends? Want more like this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this story gave you goosebumps, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Subscribe now for a new horror story every night at 7 p.m. If you've got a terrifying tale to share, email us at sharethehorrorstory@gmail.com. Stay spooky, and we'll see you tomorrow night.